Hey guys, and welcome to day number 3. We are hoping that you guys are staying strong in this journey and that you enjoyed the no packaged foods yesterday. We know that's hard. We know that's difficult. We're going to extend that into today. And our main focus today is really focusing on let's get rid of caffeine and let's get rid of fiber. Now, before you go, oh my gosh, hold up, I can't do that, hear me out. So caffeine and fiber are very, very important for detoxification. And we will talk about this in a few days, so sit tight with us here. But when we consume too much caffeine, it actually does impact the way that we detox. And so we do have 2 phases of detoxification. There's a phase 1 and then there's a phase 2. So phase 1, caffeine will speed that detoxification phase up. Now, if we don't have the right protein, antioxidants, hormone balance, and fiber intake, that is going to impact phase 2. So that's where fiber comes into play. So it supports that phase 2. But if you have too much caffeine in your lifestyle and then not enough of the other stuff to actually support getting rid of it, you're going to get this accumulation of toxins and hormones. And that's when we start to experience symptoms. That's oftentimes why we get older, we start experiencing more and more hormonal symptoms, is because we don't have the bandwidth to actually clear it out. So first things first, I really, really want to challenge you guys to really pay attention to your caffeine intake today. So if you're somebody who's like, okay, I only have 1 cup in the mornings, maybe you consider having just a half a cup. If you're somebody who's like, I have several cups throughout the day, you might consider going to half calf on all of those. So you have half caffeine, half decaf. If you're somebody who's like, you know what, I just have a lot of caffeinated tea, maybe that's where you start thinking about, okay, I'm going to start bringing in some herbal teas. And if you are really ready to go, I would say let's just cut it out completely. From a personal example, I cut out caffeine it's been about 3 months for me now. And if you know me before, like, I'm a caffeine junkie. I love caffeine. I love the feeling that it gives me, but I got to a point where I would have several shots of espresso throughout the day and I wouldn't feel anything. I really wouldn't feel like it gave me any energy. If anything, I felt like I was kind of experiencing more highs and lows, especially in the afternoon. So to be honest, I'll be frank about this. It took me about 4 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer before I got to a place where I actually feel like I have more energy now than I did before. I still do decaffeinated coffee here and there, but I just don't, it's just something that the caffeine benefits or effects, I don't really like. Now, on the flip side of that, we really encourage you to start thinking about your fiber intake as well. So one thing we'll say is let's get water in the morning, warm water. If you can grab 10 ounces of warm water with a tablespoon of lemon juice in there, that is one of your tasks for today. The reason why we say that, besides the fact that, hey, it kind of feels like a spa experience, it's actually really beneficial for stimulating bile production, which is helpful for that detoxification phase. So let's do that for our task here. We want to encourage you to incorporate an additional 10 grams of fiber beyond what you're consuming now. So a few examples of that would be 3 tablespoons of chia seeds added to oatmeal or protein shake. Or maybe it's, I'm not so much of a seed fan, but I'm going to do a cup of raspberries and 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin seeds. Beans are great examples. Psyllium husk is another great example, or even that Banza pasta. Again, maybe not the best idea to do it right today with that Banza pasta, because we are encouraging you to stick with another day of that no processed foods. And then if you guys do have a magnesium supplement on hand, let's say you're using Calm or you've gotten magnesium in the past, that would be something to incorporate again. If you are questioning that, make sure you bring that up today on your calls with your RD. If you're like, do I need a magnesium? Do I not? Is it beneficial to me? Make sure you bring that up. And then also make sure you hit that journal too. Look through what you've got on your that guidebook that we sent you. Take note of what your digestion is like. And then also think about what's heavy on your mind today as well. I know it was a stressful day yesterday with politics, but hopefully you're feeling on it today, you're ready to focus, and just remember we're with you every step of the way.